What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and you might notice that my lighting is a little bit different and my mic is on the other side of the screen that it's not normally on. Kind of move some stuff around, so work with me here because we're trying some new things. But the drop is still going down because we've got a big game coming out this week by the name of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. It comes with some kind of little Call of Duty game on the side that I've heard a little bit about. And on top of that, we've got a couple of other releases that are at least worth mentioning. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So, kicking things off, we have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare delivers 3 unique game modes: Campaign, Multiplayer, and Zombies. Campaign is a return to the gritty military roots of the franchise, while boldly looking ahead, delivering a rich and engaging narrative that is unlike anything to date in a Call of Duty game. The player will embark on a classically styled story about grand-scale warfare set in a future where human conflict has spread throughout our solar system. Multiplayer combines popular mechanics such as the chain-based movement system with a load of gameplay innovations to deliver one of the deepest and most engaging online experiences in gaming. I've played the beta, I would beg to differ. The new Zombies mode will thrill co-op players with an original, distinctive approach and an uproarious narrative sure to excite fans. The title introduces stunning multiplanetary environments, new weaponry, and all new player abilities. Now, as you've probably heard, there is an incredible amount of hate towards this title, and I'm not really sure why, because it was right off the bat, people just weren't feeling it. I don't know if they think that we've finally gone too far into the future. I don't know if people just don't want to see this kind of game anymore. I don't know what's going on, but there was so much hate right from the get-go that I kind of went into the beta a little bit skeptical just because of what I'd seen on YouTube and in YouTube comments in general. Now, that being said, maybe it was just my personal opinion. Maybe it was just me, how I played the beta. If you go in not expecting that classic Call of Duty experience that you get from a Call of Duty 4, a Modern Warfare 2, even a Modern Warfare 3, or a Black Ops title, if you don't go in expecting any of that, it's a decent arcade shooter, believe it or not. Now, I will say that I can't speak for the campaign, I can't speak for the Zombies experience, though I will say with the Zombies thing, with it taking place in like an 80s arcade, I'm not feeling that. I'm more of a fan of a serious Zombies experience, but of course that's just my opinion. I'm bigger into the Zombie Army trilogy kind of thing, the original Black Ops Zombies that was kind of a surprise to everyone that played. That's more how I want to play Zombies, so to speak. This seems to be more fun and lighthearted, and you're just going around slashing zombies, which is definitely catering to some portion of the audience. That portion, though, is just simply not me. Now, I would say it's not too far of a stretch to say that this is the most dreaded first-person shooter of the season, and it very well might be the most dreaded game of the entire fall release season. That being said, it's probably going to make the most money, so be prepared to see this one at the top of the charts for quite a while, just because it is a Call of Duty title. Now, next up, we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered coming to the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. One of the most critically acclaimed games in history, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is back, remastered in true high definition, featuring enhanced textures, rendering, high dynamic range lighting, and much more to bring a new generation experience to fans. Now, for me, Modern Warfare holds a really special place in my heart because it's pretty much the first game I can remember sitting down, literally having a bag of Doritos and a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and just going at it, shirking all of my responsibilities for that weekend. I literally just sat down and grinded out this multiplayer. I had some serious fun with this game. I think I almost got a platinum trophy on it, if that was a thing back in the day. I tried to get as close to 100% as possible because back then, you don't have money to throw around, you know, just like I might have now. You know, if I want to buy a couple of games over the holiday season, I can definitely do that. But with Modern Warfare, that was like my big purchase, and so I definitely took some advantage of that and played the shit out of that game. Now, unfortunately, if you want to play this week, Activision is pretty much giving you the shaft, because if you want to play Modern Warfare Remastered, you have to buy a special edition of Infinite Warfare. Now, this is included with the Legacy Edition, the Legacy Pro Edition, and the Digital Deluxe Edition. Pretty much the prices start at $80, so if you want to play Modern Warfare Remastered this week, you're going to have to pay $80 to get Infinite Warfare or a special edition of it. Now, both the campaign and the multiplayer look beautiful. beautiful as far as how the game actually looks. This is quite literally a good example of a remaster, because you have some games that you're like, did they even change anything? Modern Warfare Remastered is definitely not one of those games. You can tell that a lot of work has been put in to make sure this game looks like it would if it was getting released in modern day. Now that being said, the little quirks that made Call of Duty 4's multiplayer what it was, where it was just so unbalanced, yet everyone just kind of loved it for what it was, all of those things are still there. The weapon balance, the game balance, all of the maps, everything is still exactly the same, so this is literally a prettier looking version of what you played back in the day. Now, like I said, if you want to play this week, your price starts at $80 and goes up from there, though rumor has it there is a separate edition of the game coming out some point down the line because of a listing that was seen on the Windows Store. Now, that has yet to be confirmed at the time of making this video, though I wouldn't doubt to see this thing sold separately, probably starting around March if I had to guess, and that would be very, very cool. I would be willing to pay upwards of $40 or $50 to get my hands on a Modern Warfare Remaster, as long as I don't have to buy Infinite Warfare. And let me just say, Activision, if you don't do this, this is completely and totally just saying, we don't want your money, we don't want income, we are not going to be selling Modern Warfare Remastered separately from Infinite Warfare because we are destined to make Infinite Warfare a success financially, and we don't need that. Just sell Modern Warfare Remastered. Thank you and good night. Next up, Hitman Episode 6 Hokkaido. In Episode 6 Hokkaido, Agent 47 will travel to Japan and must locate 2 targets in this climatic season finale. The Hokkaido location is set within the grounds of the hyper-exclusive Gamma Private Hospital and Resort. This secluded facility is a fusion of Japanese beauty and cutting-edge technology, featuring its own Zen Gardens, organic sushi restaurant, that sounds good, and traditional Japanese hot spring. Now, this game launched back in March, on my birthday in fact, on March 11th, and I thought that it was going to fail right from the get-go because it was going with this episodic kind of setup, like a Telltale game where they were rolling out different kinds of missions over the course of the next couple of months. I was completely and totally wrong. Almost all of these missions that have come out over the course of the year have been well received by fans, and this season finale is shaping up to be just another example of why this is actually a good setup for Hitman. Now, that being said, Agent 47 is not done yet. There have been 2 more seasons for this particular title confirmed to be coming out over, I would assume, the course of the next couple of years. You're getting Season 2 and Season 3, so if you want to get in on Agent 47's adventures and all of the targets that he has to take out, there has never been a better time to do so because you have a lot of content, not only in the base game, but also in all of the episodes that have come out since then. So this is a pretty safe bet, and the Episode 6, the season finale, is coming out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC this week. Next up, we've got Moto Racer 4 coming to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Choose from a variety of daring riders and get a taste of adrenaline riding freestyle or on the race course. Show your opponents what you can do with your best drifts and tricks. Show off your skills to win the championship and send your enemies off the road or into traffic for spectacular crashes. So let me go ahead and loosely quote Auto Evolution. They said, if Ride, which is another kind of bike racer, is the Gran Turismo of the bike world, well, Moto Racer is more like Need for Speed or Flat Out, and I feel like that's a pretty good description. Now, Ride 2 is actually coming out this week, and it, like they said, is pretty much a more serious kind of title, but with this particular game, Moto Racer 4, you're getting kind of an arcadey experience where it's a little bit more lighthearted, not so serious, not for the hardcore racer, it's just generally a good time. Now, to me, this kind of looks like MotorStorm. I'm just throwing that out there. It's kind of got that gritty crash kind of centric experience, which is something that I definitely think there is a market for. But this game is only releasing in the UK. Now, it can be imported on Amazon if you are interested in this, but I do believe that Ride 2 is coming out in America. Don't quote me on that, though. You can check all of these things out on Amazon or perhaps at your local retailer if they do carry it. Though, side note, Moto Racer 4 is compatible with PlayStation VR. Now, I'm not saying that'll make you sick, but more than likely, like 99% chance, that's gonna make you sick. Now, last but not least, we have Mario Party Star Rush coming to the Nintendo 3DS. A new approach to Mario Party, quicker play and simultaneous turns. Team up with Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, and more in the most perfectly portable Mario Party game to date. Wow, that was quite the tongue twister there. Play with up to 4 players simultaneously, exploring different worlds as you freely move your toad across maps and recruit Mushroom Kingdom allies. Now listen, I'm not one to throw a game under the bus right out of the gate, though I will say that the box art for this game was actually recycled from an old SpaghettiOs can. So I'm not saying that's how you should gauge the quality of the game, but it may or may not be a pretty good way to kind of gauge the game. Before we end this thing, I do have a couple of honorable mentions. Atari Flashback Classics Volume 2 is coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. SteamWorld Collection is coming to the PlayStation 4. Good collection of games. Definitely give that one a Google if you've never heard of it. And also Gas Guzzlers Extremes coming to the Xbox One. That has no relevance, but it is a very hardcore title, and it was pretty fun to see. So there you guys have it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like down below and share it on your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, social media, whatever you might use. And if you happen to be new to the channel, I promise my lighting is usually better than this, but I'm still working out the kinks. If you want to see some more examples of that, I have a ton of videos over there, and I upload 3 to 4 days a week, so there's always something new when you drop by to check out some videos. But as for right now, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.